Is there someone that you have in your life right now, deep divers, who's going out of their way to make your life a living hell and really, really, really miserable? Well, deep divers, after this video, the next time you interact with them, I don't want to be around for that. Oh, I don't want to be around because you are going to send so much fire their way. You're going to light their backside up and it's not going to look pretty. Oh, guess what? They're never ever going to be able to come back into your life with that nonsense. Oh no. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Another beautiful day. We're just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, sending you tons of good energy. Take that, take that, take that. But do you have someone who is disturbing the peace today, deep divers, in your life, making your life miserable, upsetting you? How to silence any difficult person? We got a whole lot to talk about. I'm on the live and a woman calls in, Ralph, I've got a very toxic person in my life and I don't know whether I should be silent or I should really let them know how I feel. Well, we're gonna dive into that, deep divers. So after this video, you're gonna be like, hey, where did all those toxic people go? Nobody knows, deep divers, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So wonderful, deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Silence any difficult person. Overcome any toxic person and trust the universe. You see, deep divers, we all know someone who is a bit extra. They go out of their way to make us feel bad about ourselves. They go out of their way to make you feel miserable. But this is part of life, deep divers. There are always going to be people like that. So how do we deal with those kinds of toxic people? It starts like this, deep divers. You've heard the answer. Just be silent, right? Growing up. Just be silent. Ignore them. Then they'll go away, right? That's fantastic. I always say this, deep divers. Be silent until it starts to hurt you. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. Be silent up until the point it starts to hurt you. So anytime you have a toxic person around you, be silent if it's serving you. But don't be silent if it's hurting you, because suppression is depression. Anytime there is a toxic person around you, start expressing how you feel. I got a story for you. I'm recording in Malibu one day, and the neighbors are like, hey, can you stop recording? Out of the blue. I'm like, I've been recording for a long time. Why are you coming out right now? And guess what? They're like standing there on the balcony. I'm not going anywhere. You can't record here. I'm like, I got deep divers waiting. Just chill out. And they're like, no, you cannot record here. I'm like, oh my gosh. We ain't even had breakfast yet and we're dealing with this crap, with this difficult person. So what did I do, deep divers? I was silent at first. I'm like, okay, don't react, Ralph. Just respond. Just, woo! breathe in that good ass prana, baby, and just be silent, and they'll go away. That's what I did. I was just silent, and then I continued. So, deep divers, I continued with the video, and they're like talking really loud. I'm like, gosh, goodness gracious, can't I just get some peace? I actually started to say that, deep divers. They got scared, because they actually watch some of my videos, but they don't really watch it. They're like, I've seen you on YouTube before, right? I'm like, gosh, I actually exaggerated how pissed off I was. I'm like, goodness gracious. Keeping a low blood pressure, deep divers. Goodness gracious. Aren't there any good people in the world anymore? I just want 5 minutes of peace. And you're disturbing my peace. All of a sudden, they couldn't deal with it. They just walked back inside the house. I'm like, yeah, can I get a hello? You see, deep divers, to silence any toxic person and trust the universe, be silent until it hurts you. It was starting to hurt me. So I realized I had to express myself. And the more you learn how to express yourself, the more you can get it off your chest. Many times people want to bully you into submission. Toxic people want you to be silent. And they continue to hurl abuse at you. No, sometimes you got to say, today this stops. And get really mad. Really mad. Exaggerate your madness. While inside you're smiling to yourself. You're like, oh, they really think I'm that mad. I'm not really that mad. I'm just meeting fire with fire. You've been told to turn the other cheek. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're getting slapped back. Deep divers. How? To silence any toxic person and trust the universe. You see, what's helped me along my journey, deep divers, is to realize this. If you can realize whoever angers you, controls you, everything changes. Whoever angers you in life controls you. I don't have any enemies, deep divers, because the greatest enemy is me. And when there is no enemy inside, the enemy outside cannot hurt you. That's how to silence a toxic person and trust the universe. Stop making these people bigger than they actually are. These people are not your problem, you are. So a toxic person, for me, I don't even pay them any attention. I don't even give them a mention. That's why I'm not naming any of their names. Because they're not even worth a mention, deep divers. Right? Realize whoever angers you controls you. And if you can learn to master self-control, you can master anything. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. If you can master self-control, you can master anything. So a lot of the times you may have a toxic person right now in your life, a negative person, someone who's going out of their way to piss you off. Many times this is where just really breathing in that good ass prana can help you. I'm always calm and composed. And a lot of the times people don't know how to deal with someone who's calm and collected. Calm and chilled out, calm and relaxed. They get confused because they want you to flip out. But sometimes you got to be calm. And you got to realize how you respond to a situation, how you respond to a toxic person literally can change the entire situation itself just by your response. It's not so much of what they're doing that's the problem. It's all about what you're doing and how you're feeling. So never allow someone to make you feel bad. Realize you can control your inner state. That's the secret of alchemy. Making sure you realize it's not about what's happening out there, it's about what's happening in here. And you turn that negative crap into the positive diamond, baby. How? To silence any toxic person, deep divers, and trust the universe. Realize this today. Your greatest adversary is your greatest teacher. That person who is so toxic in your life that you meet, sometimes it's at work, sometimes it's your next door neighbor, okay? That person who you're like, Ralph, they're my greatest enemy, is actually your greatest teacher in disguise. So if you realize, deep divers, even somebody who is so-called toxic, they can actually teach you something about yourself. In fact, the most toxic person you know right now is teaching you more about yourself than anyone else. Slow motion this side. So you got to thank these toxic people, deep divers, because they're actually helping you become your greatest version. You got to realize, deep divers, nobody can make you feel a certain way without your permission. You are in control of your feelings. How to silence a difficult person and trust the universe. Deep divers, my nature versus their nature. Ralph, these people are so mean. How can anybody be so cruel, Ralph? I get it. Some people are heartless, have no compassion, and definitely woke up on the wrong side of bed, and definitely weren't breastfed. I know. But deep divers, realize this. That's their nature. What is your nature? There's a great story about a monk. Okay, a monk was walking one day. He sat on a bench and a spider, very poisonous, came on his hand and bit him. And he's like, ouch. But this monk meditated every single day for 7 hours. He was calm about it. And he said, don't worry, I will be fine. And the other monk, who was a training monk, was like, gosh, aren't you gonna react? Aren't you angry? But the master monk was like, no. The other monk was like, aren't you gonna kill it? The adept was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Because that was the spider's nature. But my nature is to practice compassion. What? Slow motion this side. Tit for tat, right? What happens, deep divers, when someone gets on your nerves? What happens when someone insults you? What happens when someone is a toxic person? We want to copy and do exactly what they're doing. But deep divers, whenever you copy a toxic person, spoiler alert, you start becoming like them. So don't copy other people's toxic behavior. Be different. That's their nature. Start practicing your nature. Deep divers, how to silence any toxic person and trust the universe. Realize this, deep divers. Law of polarity. Good, bad, hot, cold, right? There are always going to be toxic people around. But realize this. You have to learn how to stop taking everything so personally. Not everything someone does is because of you. Stop taking it so personal. If you can realize that if someone acts a certain way to you that's not favorable, ain't got nothing to do with me, like my friend and I always say, ain't got nothing to do with me. I was just minding my business. And then this person comes along who's trying to start it with me. Realize it's not personal. And the more you stop taking it personal, you'll start to realize that this person acts like this to everybody, not just you. But each one responds in a different way. And that's why each one sees it in a different way, right? How to silence any difficult person and trust the universe. Realize this today, deep divers. Realize this, that you got to learn every single day to smile at toxic people. I've had my fair share of toxic people, even just making videos, right? But deep divers, they disappear because I don't give them the food they need to survive. And that means I don't focus on these toxic people. I don't reply to them in the comments section. Their comments just get deleted because ain't nobody got time for that. I focus on people who are saying, Ralph, thank you for this video. Because these are the people you have to give your attention to. Whatever you focus on grows. If you are focusing on a toxic person 24/7, you're now making them into a monster in your mind. When in actuality, this person is tiny. Stop giving them that much power over your emotional condition. How to silence any toxic person and trust the universe. Stop allowing people who do so little for you to rent space in your mind. Slow motion this side. Stop allowing people who do so little for you to rent space in your mind. And guess what? They ain't even paid, actually. Right? They haven't even paid. Evict them right now. Because they don't belong there, deep divers. Who belongs there? The cat down the road. Who belongs there? Someone that loves you. Someone that cares. Kill them with kindness, deep divers. That's how to silence any difficult person and trust the universe. If you can realize many times it's not your problem. You aren't their problem. Their problem existed way before you came on the scene. But you can show them another way. And that's through compassion. Say, oh, I get it. I understand that nobody ever hugged you as a child. Right? And the more you have this compassion and you kill them with kindness, you are actually helping that person evolve. The more you are being mean to them because they're mean to you, they stay the same. So sometimes, like I say, you just got to kill them with kindness, like just cough out a whole bunch of roses at them. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful deep divers were just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, shout out to everybody who's been getting the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/close. And if you've got a question, add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. If you want to be an Infinite Waters model, add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Check out the amazing book for information like this, Deep Divers, at ralphsmart.com/thebook. On Amazon as well. Deep Divers. Keep it moving. Have a beautiful day. Infinite Waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. Wait. Where did all those toxic people go? Nobody knows.